Hello everybody, this is the Lonely Writers Vlog. This video is actually up a bit late. I typically do my videos every Friday and they tend to upload on Saturday since my internet sucks. But last week I clocked in really early to work, so I left out super early because I didn't have the extra time that I typically have now where I get to sit around and do the video or work on whatever I need to work on. But it gave me a really good topic, which is talking about completing the story in a certain amount of time or starting the story and ending it years later or something like that. Because when you hear about indie stories, and if you go to conventions like I do, there's always someone there who's trying to spread the word about a new comic they made. It's like, here's my first issue, or here are all the issues that I completed. I'm just trying to distribute it and get it really popular. I wrote it and I drew all the images and stuff like that, and everything was just me, but it took years to do this, and people have stories that they've been working on for over a decade and stuff like that. And I know what that's like because I have the story I'm writing, which I'm not going to be writing after I finish this like I normally do. But that one I started last year, but I have another story I started like 4 years ago, and I got to a certain point where I realized this is going to be a really long story, and I started to think maybe that's why people have stories that take so long. It's not always that they stop doing that and go to another story like I did, which is really because I wanted to actually finish one, and I thought this thing is gonna go for who knows how long, and I wanted to. I, for me, because I of course don't know anything about publishing, but I always wanted to complete my story so it's like it's said and done, and that way there can't be a lot of huge changes, which is of course another topic in itself, people changing things, but keeping it in or actually completing the story within what you might consider a reasonable amount of time is what everyone wants. But then you have your day-to-day life where you go to school or you go to work, and you have to fit your writing in between those times. And sometimes there are other things that fit in there too, like if you're a nerd like me, you might love video games like I do, so you'll play video games all the time, or watch TV shows because people watch TV, watch movies. Netflix, for a ton of people, of course, is probably crippling and taking up all their time. Even if they don't write, it's just in general, Netflix might take up a lot of your time. But getting the story done, or trying to at least putting in a little bit of time whenever you can, it's always really important. And no matter how much you realize that, whether you write a lot or you write a little, it's one of those things where it's just like you want to be able to focus day after day after day and just put in hours and hours so you can have it done. But that doesn't exactly happen. I'm sure it happens a lot more once you get into that position where it's like I have a TV show and I have to have this script for this episode done in a certain amount of time, or I'm already really famous, I have movies out and stuff, and I have my group of other writers that I work with, so we can just sit down and kind of motivate each other to write. But I think it's more difficult, and it could just be me specifically, where it's just a little bit difficult sometimes. It's like I want to write, but it's like I'm just really not feeling it at all, and there are just other things that are far more entertaining to me. Even though I know like I really want to get the writing done, because I of course hope like anyone else would that one day it'll just be this big huge thing that'll give me a lot of money so I can make money doing something I enjoy. But trying to put in the time, which I typically do here, I try to do it once I'm finished with work and I have my extra time. I try to get in my writing, and this is a great place to do it because I can't get on the internet because there's no wireless connection here. So it's definitely one of the best places. But there are days where I do just feel like writing. Like there are the times where I want to and I don't, and then there are days where I will really spend just 8 hours writing, and I'll never get bored. I'll just be like, this is what I wanted to do today. I didn't want to play the game. I didn't want to. There's nothing I really wanted to watch on TV or any movies or shows, and I'll just think I just want to put on some music, and I'm just gonna go in the living room and write something, and I just sit and I write all day, and I stretch every once in a while, stand up, get some water, sit back down, and then I go back to writing. But most days aren't like that, and I wish they were. I wish I just had that, I guess, the fuel to just write and write and write. But that just doesn't happen. That's why you have those long moments or those stories where it spans over a long, long period of time for you, where it's like I came up with this years ago, and I've been working on it piece by piece and add this character, do this moment, something like that. But you just got to keep working on it. That's just what you have to do, and eventually, and hopefully, you will be able to get something out there that is just the next big thing. Whether it's just worldwide, pop culture type of deal, or if it's just for nerdy people. I'll probably like it. If you write something that's nerdy, I'll probably like it. So if that helps, but you just gotta keep going, and that's what I try to do. That's what kind of in the very first video that I made for this vlog, which is only 2 weeks ago. Um, it was about focusing how I get distracted, and I made this because I do this video for when I write my stories, and then I finish the video, and then I actually go into writing. In this one, like I said, I won't be doing that today because um, I was just late doing this video, so I'm kind of doing this, and I might write later. I might do some work on some school stuff I have to do, stupid summer internship crap, or I'll probably end up playing the game. Who knows? I would like to write, but odds are I'll actually end up working on the school thing because that's been in my head. So I might actually do that, which is still quite useful considering it's for school, but it's much less entertaining than video games or even writing my story. But if you have any advice for anyone who might come across this, or for me, or you just have anything to say, of course, you can comment below and put it there so people can come across it. Thanks for checking this one out, and I will be doing another video Friday if you're interested in the couple that I've done so far. So I will be doing this. It should upload either tonight, or it'll probably upload at like 4 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday or something. But I will definitely be doing another video on Friday so that I can actually have the right amount of videos, because I actually want to do this week by week. So thanks for checking this out, and check out my others if you haven't come across those. And like I said, if you have any advice, whether it's pertaining to actually sticking to writing your story, or if you just have any advice in general for writing, or like I said, any random comments, of course you can put them below, and I appreciate you checking this out. So thanks for watching.